Hey everybody, this is a Strat Fan Forum Football League. Game was just played, the NFC Conference Championship game between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. So I'm going to pick it up after the kickoff, and here we go. Seahawks get the ball to 20. Flat pass to Rawls on a look-in, picks up 10, guessed wrong. Look-in pass to Luke Wilson, picks up 3, that was guessed right. Rawls in the blocking back halfback. End run to Rawls. Guessed wrong, picks up 14. First and 10 Seahawks out to the 47. We're going fast and furious here. I don't know if this is maybe too fast because both Kurt and I play fast. It's a run call on a flat pass, guessed wrong. I'm going to change this to 1.5. Give us a little bit of breathing room here. Second and 2, short gain to Lynch, guessed wrong, picks up 20. So suddenly the Seahawks are at the Carolina Panther 25. Wilson's hit every pass so far, and we've had 2 short gains, one from Rawls, one from Lynch. That was a guessed wrong end run for 7 by Rawls. So got a short pass to Baldwin on 2nd and 3. It's a run call, 4-minute zone, guessed wrong on Wilson's car, picks up 12, but there's a hold on the Seahawks. That'll back it up, make it 2nd and 13. Seahawks are going back to Baldwin on a short pass. Guessed wrong, picks up 10 on the 3-minute zone card on the Panthers card. 3rd and 3. Going back to the well again, 3rd pass on a row to Baldwin. 3-minute zone, guessed wrong, 6 on Wilson's short gain. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The Seahawks are going to go back and do the same thing. Back to Baldwin on a short pass. 1st and goal from the 8. Panthers go with a run call, 4-minute zone. It's on Wilson's card, guessed wrong, plus 10, touchdown. The Seahawks go up 7-0 after the Stephen Hauschka extra point, and they'll kick it back to the Panthers. Panthers will get the ball first in the second half. 1st and 10 at their own 37. Nice return there by Joe Webb. Backup quarterback, 3rd-string quarterback, and kick returner. 1st and 10, guessed wrong. Short pass goes on the Seahawks D card, 3-minute zone, incomplete. 2nd and 10 at the Panthers 37. Both Stewart and Tobert have really good guessed wrong short off-tackle cards. A lot of short gains on those cards. That was a guessed wrong run, but a man was in the zone, made it for a -2 loss, but a roughing penalty on the Seahawks takes it out to the 50, 1st and 10. Now we have a guessed wrong off-tackle run by Stewart. Short gain, like I said, look at that card, picks up 16 yards. 1st and 10 at Seahawks 34. Guessed wrong flat pass to Stewart, goes incomplete. Look at Cam Newton's card. Despite being an MVP, his low completion percentage makes sure that his Strat-O-Matic card isn't that great. 2nd and 10. He can beat you in other ways, though, running the ball and I guess that's it. Running the ball and he can still beat you with his arm. Look at that. Guessed right, wrong, or double team. That short pass to gain would have been complete. 1st and 10 at the Seahawk 20. Panthers looking to answer that early touchdown by the Seahawks. And there they go. Short pass to Greg Olsen. It goes on Cam Newton's must-run card. Picks up 47 yards. Really picked up 20 yards, but it would have been a 47-yard gain if he needed it. Instead, it's just a 20-yard run, touchdown, and 7-7. 8:24 to go in the first quarter. Seahawks take it over at their 20. They go with Rawls and Luke Wilson in the backfield behind Russell in a blocking back halfback set. Flat pass right to Wilson goes for 5. 2nd and 5 at the Seahawks 25. We got another flat pass to Wilson. Flat pass right. Guessed right. There's a 4-rated linebacker in the zone. On the defensive guard, that's incomplete. 3rd and 5. Fred Jackson checks into the game in a 3-wide receiver set. Jimmy Graham, Jermaine Kearse, Tyler Lockett, and Doug Baldwin are the receivers. Flat pass right to Fred Jackson, incomplete, and the Seahawks will have to punt. Nice defense there by the Panthers. Wilson's cooled down slightly. It was 7-7 on that first drive, or 6-6, and now he's 7-9. 59-yard punt by John Ryan, a 37-yard return. Ted Ginn, Ryan outkicked his coverage that time and Ginn took it back close to midfield. First and 10 at the Seahawks 47 into Seahawks territory already. Looking past the Stewart. Nice call there by Kurt. The zone was beat. Wagner was shading over towards Bruce Irvin to help him out. Off tackle right, left to Tolbert. Guessed wrong. There's a fumble, and it's recovered by the Seahawks. Brandon Meebane pops the ball out, and Cliff Averill picks it up. Long pass to Doug Baldwin. Guessed right, but there's nobody in the zone as he was doubling Jermaine Kearse. Long gain on the Panthers card, 0 men in zone. That's a 67-yard or 63-yard touchdown. No, 67-yard touchdown. And just like that, it goes from the Panthers threatening to take the lead, a fumble recovered by the Seahawks, and then right away they go up top, hit a long gain on the Panthers card, and it goes all the way to the house, folks. 14-7 Seahawks, 5:42 to go in the first quarter. Guessed wrong end run to Cam, only picks up 2 on the Seahawks card. Seahawks defensive card against the run is very good. 4-3 defense, guessed right, but it's a defensive tackle reading, and Ituba Rubin can't make the play. He's a 4 against the White Dice 6. 3rd and 2. Line buck to Tolbert. It's a run call with a man in zone, but it goes on Tolbert's hard. Even guessed right, he can pick up the yardage. It's +5. 2 carries for 6 yards for him. Receiver reading on a short pass, 3 men in zone, goes on an incomplete. Would have been incomplete, wrong or right, but it was guessed right. 2nd and 10. Flat pass left to Jonathan Stewart. There was a man there on the Seahawks flat pass card with 1 man in zone on a 10. It's -4. So that'll bring up 3rd and 14. Newton stays in the game. Of course he would. Kurt does like to bring in Derek Anderson. Maybe if Stewart can't do so well, or Newton doesn't do so well, he'll sub him in. But look at that. 3rd and 14. He spots the linebackers cheating in double coverage. He flips a little flat pass out there to Mike Tolbert. He picks up 16 yards on 3rd and 14. Now Derek Anderson is in the game. 4-3 showing blitz. Seahawks are bringing the free safety and 2 linebackers, but there's no sack. And it was on the interception split, though, on the Seahawks D card. 35% chance of a sack was a random 52. 2nd and 10. Off tackle right to Stewart. Guessed wrong, but it goes on the Seahawks D card with a man in zone, so he loses a yard. The 8 is a short gain on Stewart's card. Guessed wrong. 3rd and 11. Carolina at their own 49, and boom, looking for short. Ted Ginn on a short pass. Newton is taken down by Michael Bennett. He does his little sack dance. Nice punt there by Brad Nortman. Kicks it down to the 3-yard line. 1st and 10 Seahawks take over there. Marshawn Lynch checks into the game. Off tackle right to Lynch, picks up 6. Gives him a little more breathing room. 2nd and 4 at the 9. 18 seconds to go in the first quarter. This will be the last play of the first quarter. End run to Lynch. Guessed right. Loses 7 yards. Whoa, they had him stacked up. Nearly tackled him for a safety, but my goodness, good call there. 3rd and 11. Seahawks back at their own 2. Looking for Lockett on a bomb. Panthers are too, though. They double cover him. It's a dump off for 10 yards. 4th and 1 at the Seahawks 12-yard line. And they decide to go for it. This is a risky call. Marshawn Lynch off tackle, it looks like. Panthers are going to call run, put 2 men in the look-in zone. Picks up 4 on Lynch's card. That was about less than a 50% chance of converting there, I think. But my goodness, gutsy call there by the Seahawks. Leading 14-7. Short pass for Russell Wilson results in a sack. Luke Kuechly gets in there and tackles him for no gain. 2nd and 10, 13:30 to go in the second quarter. End run to Christine Michael. Boom! 45 yards. That's Michael's absolute best possible run, and he hits it. The Seahawks close to field goal range. They need another first down to make this a 2-score lead. Linebuck guessed wrong, but it only goes for 2. 2nd and 8. Run call. Off tackle guessed right, loses a yard. 3rd and 9. Seahawks might try to run here to set up Stephen Hauschka for a field goal. They do. Off tackle. Off tackle to Rawls. Off tackle left. It's a run call. Defensive tackle 0 or +5, and Kawan Short makes the play. Like, they're still going to try a long field goal from the 38. Stephen Hauschka's range only goes out to 37, so they'll need a negative adjustment to make this a 2-7 chance. Otherwise, it's not going to make it unless it's snake eyes. Oh, they decide to go for it. Fred Jackson comes into the game. Jimmy Graham on a short pass. Single covered, 4-minute zone, incomplete. So the Panthers take over there at the Seahawks at their own 38. After the Seahawks failed 4th down conversion, look in pass to Greg Olsen, guessed right, incomplete on the receiver reading. You do see Derek Anderson in the game. He has a better short card than Cam Newton, but he doesn't have any must runs or doesn't have the impact must runs. Look in pass to Ted Ginn, picks up 6, 3rd and 4. Derek Anderson stays in there. Long pass to Devin Funchess, guessed right. If it had been guessed wrong, that would have been +32. Instead, it'll be 4th and 4, and the Panthers will punt. 9:54 to go in the half. Tyler Lockett lets it roll into the end zone, and the Seahawks will take over there. Christian Michael is into the game again after his big 45-yard run. He says, "Come on, coach, give me the ball. I can break a few more things." Guessed wrong, short gain. He can apparently break a few more things. So that's 4 runs today for Michael for 58 yards. It's got to be his highest output of the season. I don't remember him hitting that 45-yarder at all. And line buck to Michael, guessed right, doesn't go anywhere. Quan Short stuffs it out. 2nd and 10. Short pass to Luke Wilson, single covered, +13. Wilson stays hot, 10 of 13 so far for 144 and 2 touchdowns. Short pass to Graham, another hit, +11. 11 for 14 for 155. Christy Michael stays in the game. And run to Michael, guessed wrong. Blocking back, +5 or -1, but there's a encroachment, neutral zone infraction on the defense. That'll make it 1st and 5. There we go again, back to the end run to Michael. Picks up 3, 2nd and 2. Michael stays in the game. Looking for him on a flat pass left. It's a run call. Receiver reading +11. Michael having a nice day. Wilson, 12 of 15 now. End run to Michael. Guessed wrong, picks up 6. And run again to Michael. Short yardage, though, but it still picks up 5. The Seahawks are getting every roll right now. Michael stays in the game. This is their 3rd string running back behind Lynch and Thomas Rawls. He says, "I don't care. I'm ready for the prime time." Short gain, guessed wrong, off tackle, touchdown. And the Seahawks go up 21-7. What a drive put together by Christine Michael, leading the way. Panthers will start at the 20, 6 minutes to go in the half. Guessed right, short pass on Derek Anderson's cars, picked up 12. 1st and 10. Off tackle right, guessed wrong, picks up 4. 2nd and 6, 5:06 to go in the half. Panthers don't want to fall too far behind here, but they do get the ball first in the second half. Defensive tackle, +0, +6, picks up 6. Tuba can't make the play again. Flat pass right to Tolbert. Guessed right, but it was an interception split regardless. 2nd and 10. Looking past to Funchess against the 6. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. 3:54 to go in the half. Panthers stay in a pro set. Seahawks go 3-3-5. Double team Funchess and Olsen. Off tackle left to Stewart, picks up 8. That'll be 4th and 2 at midfield. And the Panthers are going for it. They saw the Seahawks convert a 4th and 1 at their own 12-yard line. They say, "We can do this." Flat pass left to Tolbert. Oh my, receiver reading hits the 7 on a halfback card. That's incomplete on a flat pass. So the Seahawks take over at the 50, close to field goal range, +11 to Baldwin. Wilson, 13 of 16 for 177. Keep going back to that well. Short pass to Graham, but the Panthers are showing blitz, and they do have a good pass rush certain spots, but they're keying incomplete. They were keying Lynch. 2nd and 10 at the 39. Seahawks, again, just outside of field goal range, and run left to Lynch. Guessed wrong, picks up 2. 3rd and 8. Right at the edge of field goal range for Hauschka. Going for a short pass to Baldwin. Guessed right, 6 on the defensive card, incomplete. They'll try that long field goal. 1:52 to go in the half. It's up. No good. It got adjusted outside the range. So it was +4 on the variable field goal chart, which means it took it out of the 2 through 7 and it would only been good on snake eyes. So there come the Panthers. First 10, they get a 7-yard flat pass completion, make it 2nd and 3 inside Seahawks territory now. 137, they'd love to get at least a field goal here. 3rd and 3 after that incomplete flat pass. 1:30 to go in the half. Off tackle right to Jonathan Stewart, picks up 2 only, offensive onside end. Greg Olson's a great receiver, can't make the block. 4th and 1, and they're going to go for it again. We just saw them miss on a guess strong flat pass receiver reading. What will the Seahawks do this time? They're going to call pass and bring the linebackers up. Stick the free safety on Olsen. Guessed wrong, Derek Anderson on a sneak. Bad luck there, as 2 through 7 would have made it. If you end run to Thomas Rawls, it's fumbled, recovered though by Gary Gilliam. 2nd and 10, 45 seconds to go in the half. If the Panthers had run there with a running back, that would have been a first down. 2nd and 10. Short pass to Luke Wilson. King Thomas Rawls. Rawls on a 6, 3-man in zone. That's incomplete. 3rd and 10 now. 37 seconds to go in the half. We got an end run call here to Thomas Rawls. Picks up 15 yards on the defensive cards. That was an unlikely pickup. Puts him again just outside of field goal range for Hauschka. They go for a short pass to Curse. Panthers stay in their base 4-3. And here comes that pass rusher I was talking about. Russell Wilson's brought down by Thomas Davis. He was matched up against Patrick Lewis, and he beat the center. End run to Thomas Rawls. Guess wrong. Gains 0 yards. So the Seahawks need to get out of bounds and pick up about 10 yards at least to give Hauschka a chance. End run, but it's guessed. What a nice call there by Kurt. Calls run there on 3rd and 18 and 4th and 15. So what are we going to do? Can't really go for it and have a chance. So the Seahawks decide to punt, play it safe. There's a penalty that makes it 4th and 20. Gives them even a little more room. And they kick it deep. Ted Ginn lets it bounce. And the Panthers, they're going to take a knee. They do take a knee. And they get the ball first in the second half. So this game's far from over. 21-7, though, halftime lead for the Seahawks. Let's see, will the Panthers go with Derek Anderson? They stick with Anderson. Anderson's been used well by them so far this year. Flat pass, guess wrong, picks up 9, 2nd and 1. Off tackle right to Stewart, guess wrong, picks up 5. Thanks to the fine block of Trey Turner. Off tackle wrong to Stewart. Hits one of his short gains, 20-yarder. A big run there. Stewart, 10 for 64 so far. Looking pass to Stu, incomplete on the Seahawks card. And so 2nd and 10. Flat pass right to Ted Ginn. Guessed wrong, short gain, 17 yards. Short gain on right or wrong on Derek Anderson's card. Line buck to Mike Tober, guessed right, goes nowhere. Short gain if it was guessed wrong. 2nd and 10 at the 29. Pro set against the 4-3. Off tackle left to Stewart, guessed wrong. Another short gain, 19 yards, and Stewart is ripping the Seahawks a new one. 11 runs for 83 yards so far. Looking past the Tober, picks up 5. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 5. 10:48 to go in the third quarter. What a great way to open the second half for the Panthers if they can punch it in here. 4-3 showing blitz. Stewart and Tobin in the backfield. Short pass to Funchess, guessed wrong, +13, touchdown. So they do just that. They get the second half kickoff, drive it down the field, and Seahawks will take a knee in the end zone, and it's 1st and 10 at their own 20. Lynch is in the game. We saw Kristen Michael have a big drive. Can Lynch put one together? It's a run call, but Roman Harper makes a play guarding Jimmy Graham. Flat pass right to Lynch, guessed right, incomplete. 3rd and 10. Seahawks looking for Baldwin deep. Being double covered, though, again by the Panthers. Nice call there by Kurt again. 21-14 Seahawks lead, but they're punting the ball back to the Panthers, who'll get good field position here as Ted Ginn returns it into Seahawk territory after a 14-yard return. 1st and 10, Panthers at the Seahawk 46. Short pass to Devin Funchess. 3-man zone, incomplete. Cam Newton in the game now. Switching these quarterbacks up. Got to pay attention to that. 2nd and 10, pro set. End run to Stewart. Guessed right, picks up 5. Stewart's main dangerous columns is off tackle. Lineback's pretty good too. End run is his weakest. 3rd and 5. 3 wide for the Panthers. Look into Ted Ginn being correctly double teamed, and the Panthers facing a 4th and 5 decide to go for it. Boy, they have been aggressive today. Go big or go home. I love the aggressiveness. Let's see if they can convert here. Seahawks doubling Greg Olsen. Short pass to Jericho Cotchery, and it's incomplete on the receiver reading. So they failed to complete. Seahawks take over. 1st and 10 at their own 41. Guessed right end run by Lynch goes nowhere. 2nd and 10. End run to Russell Wilson picks up 15 yards on this Panthers D card. That's Wilson's first carry of the day. Guessed right pass, 3-man zone, picks up 10 on the Panthers card. Seahawks into field goal territory. Going to a flat pass to Cooper Helfett. Picks up 14 as the linebacker assigned to coverage was blitzing, so it goes on the guessed wrong card of Helfett's. 1st and 10 at the Panther 20. End run to Russell Wilson, picks up a yard, guessed wrong. 5:42 to go in the 3rd quarter. This is a rapid pace. End run left to Wilson, guessed right, and goes nowhere. There's a hold against Seattle. Will they back him up? They do back him up. 2nd and 19. Oh, of course, you're going to back it up on 2nd down. Line buck to Thomas Rawls, guessed wrong, loses a yard. So 3rd and 20. Seahawks are going to run it with Rawls up the middle. Guessed wrong, short gain, picks up 17, makes it a 4th and 3, but that's really what it does is it puts Hauschka in easier field goal territory. He kicks it up and good, and the Seahawks take a 10-point lead, back to a 2-score game for them. Couldn't get a touchdown, but at least they got the 3 points. 3rd quarter, 3:50 go. It's a long gain, guessed wrong, short pass to Greg Olsen. Nice call there. The Seahawks were looking for an off-tackle run to Stewart or Tolbert. Instead, it goes up top. Cam Newton hits Greg Olsen, and it's 1st and 10. Then they get him guessing wrong now. They're guessing wrong. Short gain to Jonathan Stewart. And it's 24-14 Seahawks, but the Panthers are in field goal range. Flat pass right to Tolbert, incomplete, guessed right. 2nd and 10 at the Seahawks 31. Seahawks showing blitz. It's a short pass to Funchess. Must run on Newton's guard, picks up 6, 3rd and 4. So even though he can't really complete passes like you'd like for a high percentage, guessed right, he can do those must runs. We saw that one earlier that landed on the plus 47. I would stick with Stewart. I'm not as creative as Kurt is. Kurt's bringing in Derek Anderson here on 3rd and 4. Off tackle right to Stewart. It's on the Seahawks D card, though, so it gains 2. It's 4th and 2. And again, the Panthers go for it. Man, they are putting the pressure on the Seahawks. They're not settling for anything. 4-2. The Seahawks are bringing the linebackers up. They're going to call run. Off tackle right to Stewart. It is a run call, but it hits the +2 on Snake Eyes. And that'll be a first down for the Panthers. 1st and 10 at the 21. Off tackle left to Tolbert. Guessed wrong, but it only picks up 2. But wait, there's a penalty. Unnecessary roughness, and that'll advance the ball to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, Panthers. Trailing by 10. They need a touchdown here. 4-3 showing blitz. Seahawks decide to call pass, bring the free safety. Off tackle left to Tolbert. It's on the Seahawks D card, 1 minute zone though. Goes nowhere. 2nd and goal at the 9. Seahawks need 2 more plays like this to force them to a field goal. Short pass to Tolbert, guessed wrong, plus 11. So they couldn't even get 1 more play. And the Panthers, trailing by 14, have cut that lead to 3. The Seahawks will take over here, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter, folks. So with 14:24 to go in the game, the Seahawks take over, leading 24-21. Rawls is back in the game, the Seahawks' best runner. See if that puts the pressure on the Panthers. Ooh, it's a flat pass right to Rawls. They don't call run like you thought they might, but because they moved the receiver, remove the linebacker covering Rawls, it goes on the guess wrong column, but guess wrong or right is plus 31, and suddenly the Seahawks have it near field goal range. And run left to Russell Wilson, picks up 8. 2nd and 2, now they're definitely in field goal range. 13:48 to go in the game. Lynch checks in on 2nd and short. It's a line buck to Lynch. Panthers key him, but it goes on the defensive card. Linebacker in zone 0, plus 5, and Kirk Coleman's a run rated 4 against the white die 6. So that's not going to stop Lynch from picking up 5 yards. Linebuck to Rawls, guessed right, loses a yard. 2nd and 11 at 25. 12:36 to go. The Seahawks would really love to restore that 2-score lead. Short pass to Graham, guessed wrong, but again, this is like the 3rd or 4th time we've seen one of the Panthers' 4 rated defenders make a play. Roman Harper again this time. 3rd and 11 at the 25. Seahawks are going for a short pass to Graham. 4-minute zone pass call. Guessed right on Wilson's card. It's an 8 incomplete, and the Seahawks will settle for a field goal. Oh, they shank it. Steven Hauschka. He's only good on 2 through 8 and 12 in this range, and he cannot convert the field goal. Bad break there for the Seahawks. Panthers are still only within a field goal. Long gain, long pass to Devin Funchess with a run call. Again, the Panthers catch the Seahawks guessing run. Newton goes up top, hits Devin Funchess for 38 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10 Panthers at the Seahawks 30. They're only trailing by 10. They could tie the game on this drive. Derek Anderson checks in. Off tackle right to Tolbert. Guessed wrong. It's a fumble. Again, the Seahawks are bailed out by a fumble in their territory. That's saving their butts this game. 1st and 10. That was Bobby Wagner who popped the ball out, and KJ Wright recovered it. So must run there on a guessed right short pass. Picks up 8. It'll be 2nd and 2 at the Seahawks 38. That's 2 drives that ended near the red zone on fumbles. Long pass to Doug Baldwin. Guessed wrong. Incomplete. Receiver reading hit an incomplete spot. 3rd and 2. Long pass again to Baldwin, another run call, and another incompletion. So even it's hard to complete long passes, even if you get a run call. It's best it's a 50-50 proposition, usually less than that. Running into the kicker, though, the Panthers undisciplined here. They run into Matt Ryan, and that gives the Seahawks a first down thanks to the penalty. Luke Wilson catches a flat pass for 7 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 3 at the 50. Seahawks getting a lot of late breaks here. 8:42 to go in the game. And again, they get another break. They just missed a fumble split, although who knows who would have recovered. But that picks up 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 1 at the 48. Rawls is in the game. Linebuck to Russell Wilson picks up 1 first down. 1st and 10 at the 47. 7:30 to go in the game. We got a linebacker, it looks like, to Rawls. Guess right, only picks up a yard. Time is ticking away, 6:54 to go, 2nd and 9. Seahawks really need another score here. Can't be content just to run the ball and punt. Short pass to Doug Baldwin, a must run for 8 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 1 at the Panthers 38. Another short pass to Baldwin, a run call, plus 15, big play there. Guessed right, it's incomplete. Guessed wrong, it's plus 15, and that'll bring up 1st and 10 at the Carolina 23. Again, the Seahawks really want to punch this in. They don't want to settle for a field goal, but they'll take it. Defender X or plus 15, another 4. Charles Tillman making the play against the White Die 4. 2nd and 10, 5:42 to go in the game. 5:42 to go in the game. 4-3 showing blitz. Flat pass left to Rawls. There's nobody there. Guessed wrong receiver reading, and that picks up 10 and another first down. 1st and 10 at the 13. Seahawks looking for Rawls on an end run. Panthers are keying Rawls, but they didn't have that zone covered. Otherwise, that would have been a fumble. It's -1, though, as they weren't keying that left end run spot. 2nd and 11, 4:48 to go. End run left to Wilson. Loses a yard again, so it's 3rd and 12. 4:12 to go in the game. End run left to Rawls, guessed wrong, picks up 5 yards. But that'll make it 4th and 7, and the Seahawks will settle for a field goal attempt. It's up, and it's good. So Hauschka redeems himself. 27-21, 3:18 to go in the game. Who will the Panthers bring out to be their quarterback on this game-saving drive? They start off with Derek Anderson in a pro set. Anderson's better on the flats. It's off tackle left to Tober, guessed wrong, picks up 15. 1st and 10 out to the 35, 2:42 to go. The Panthers could easily short gain this right down the field. The Seahawks will need to mix in some run calls or plug zones. They try to plug zones there. Looking past to Stewart. What a call there by the Panthers. A great call. If it would have gone on the D card, that would have been plus 23, I believe. 2nd and 10. Panthers out to their own 35, 2:24 to go in the game. Are we going to see another off-tackle run? The Seahawks are thinking so. They plug the off-tackle spots, but it's a short pass to Tolbert. Receiver reading incomplete. Or receiver reading if it was wrong, incomplete, straight incomplete if it's guessed right, and it was guessed right. 2:06 to go. Now we're in a crucial down here, 3rd and 10. Funchess and Olsen double covered. Guessed wrong. He doesn't get hit one of those short gains. If he had hit one of those short gains, that would have set up 4th and short, and surely he's going to go for it. Probably going to go for it here, too, with 2 minutes left. You could punt, though, with all 3 timeouts. But the Seahawks offense is tough to stop. Let's see what they do. They decide to go for it. They got Ed Dixon in the backfield. He's a 4-rated pass blocker. So you might see the Seahawks try to bring some heat here in this game with a sack. 4th and 9. Newton is in the game. He can hit one of those must runs. Short pass to Dixon. 5% chance of a sack. This could be a dump off. This could be good. Instead, it's a must run. 0-yard gain, and the Seahawks take over at the Panther 36, 1:52 to go in the game. They just need to get 1 first down to end this. They start off with an end run to Russell Wilson. It's guessed wrong, but it goes on the dreaded 5. No yard gain. 1:45 to go. Off tackle to Lynch out of a full house. Linebacker in zone -1 and +5. That's going to lose a yard. 3rd and 11. Will the Seahawks just run the ball and then punt it? Or are they going to try to man up and try to make a first down here? They do to try to go for it. Short pass. Jermaine Kearse, snake eyes, hits on 2 through 6, 11, and 12, and they hit it. And now they'll be able to knee it out and advance to the Super Bowl. This is the second time in 2 years that they've gone to the Super Bowl. And they will face the winner of the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. That's what's going on the AFC side. So really good game. Kurt called an excellent game. I thought you never really knew who was going to win this until the very, very end. Let's take a quick look at the box score. A little post-game chat by the coaches. But let's take a look at the box score. The Panthers, to get here, had beaten the New York Giants 29-3. And in this one, it was back and forth. The Seahawks had that 14-point lead, but the Panthers crawled back, cut it to a 3-point lead, and then they just couldn't get it over the hump. One of those last-minute bombs or a big must run. They needed a big must run from Newton. The two quarterbacks split time. Anderson hitting 7 and 19, only 36% completion percentage. I would have stuck with Newton the whole way, but Kurt's coached his team all year. He knows what he's doing. Newton had a pretty good game, 7 of 13, 10.1 yards. You saw him hit those bombs over and over again. He had 2 touchdowns. He had a 128.5 quarterback rating, was sacked twice. Russell Wilson had the 104.7 quarterback rating. He finished 20 of 34, which isn't that good if you consider he was like 13 of 16 at one point or 14 of 17. So from that point on, he only hit 6 of his last 17 passes. Christine Michael had a big game with that 45-yarder. Rawls had a slow, steady game, 13 for 59. He could have ran the ball a few more times. But really just a great all-around game. The big pass, Doug Baldwin, again, had a big game. He had a big game in the first round. 7 of 30, 131 for 2 touchdowns in this one. Let's look at Baldwin overall, because Baldwin, he had like an 80-something yard touchdown in the first game. Baldwin's caught 8 passes for 204 yards and 3 touchdowns in the 2 playoff games. He had a 73-yard touchdown and a 73-yard touchdown in the opening round win over Arizona, 30-3. And then in this one, he had a 67-yard touchdown on that deep pass. So 73 and 67-yard touchdown passes in 2 playoff games. Thank you, Mr. Baldwin. That's getting it done. All right, guys, I'm going to shut it down. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you later.